Hello everyone, welcome to Sinful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. We're here painting up some Conquest again. Hope you're all doing grand. I'm pretty excited. We should have these Nords done not too soon, and then I'm going to start on my 100 Kingdoms, have them nice and done. And we should be getting, by the end of the month, some Conquest Last Argument of Kings battle reports out for you all. If you're there watching, say hi, let us know what you're working on. Love to hear from everyone on what you're all doing. And hello to you, Riven. Hope you're doing well, mate. Jay Mondo, you're starting on some Soulblight Gravelords. Awesome, man. Speaking of Age of Sigma, SAGT just got announced. I'm going to head on over to it. Well, head to it, because it's in my state. And I'm going to pick an army. I'll put up a poll on what I'm going to work on for the army. So if you haven't, go have a vote on that in our community tab. Your first AOS army, man. Awesome. So just getting into tabletop miniature gaming altogether, or is it oh, I haven't decided on a list for any of those. I'm literally waiting to see what gets picked, and then I'll build a list. So it'll be a people will vote, and I'll make a list of whatever wins. Well, there are armies. I've got 2,000 point armies sitting there unpainted. So all my destruction is painted. So it's not a new hobby project for me to do destruction. I don't have quite enough corn or zinch or Slanesh to do them. So yeah, it'll be a project that's sitting there unloved, unpainted. Just relayering all the skin on all of my stalkers here for the Conquest army. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what people pick and what I will have to be getting painted. Wolfric Nick, hello. Hope you're doing well, mate. And so, Mondo. Mondo, if you're still there, what are you working on for your Soul Black Gravelords? Like, what have you got in your first AOS army, or have you just got your Knights at the moment? Battle tome. What battle tome at all are you talking about? I'm going to say we know that we've got an IDK and Fireslayers one. We have no idea when. The fact they're dropping hints on that box set makes me think we are going to see that box set sometime soon. Whether or not we're going to see the battle tomes at the same time, I don't know. There's another bot in the chat. One of you two. Nick, can you destroy that? I don't get why. Once again, bot in chat. They keep putting stuff in, but you can't put links in a YouTube chat. Bot, you are a stupid bot. Bad bot. Rumors were we were going to see Bone Reapers early this year, but we certainly saw a Nighthaunt model in those reveals, didn't we? Oh, nice. You got some Knights of Angorian Lord, Zombie Dragons, Zombie Skeletons, and more bits. Oh, nice. You're going against Sons of Behemoth. They are a very interesting army to play against. Gonna need some Graveguard? Yeah, Graveguard are a good choice for a unit to grab there. If you're there hanging out in the chat, let us know what hobby you're working on. Say hello. Love to hear from everyone. John, hello, mate. Alright, we're going to start work on this giant banner. Okay, slowly making our way through all of the conquest stuff we have. Get working on some 40k sometime soon. My 40k army, Eldar and Marines are my two favorite 40k armies. If I had to pick one, I'm keeping an eye out for some 40k tournaments because keen to get to one sometime soon. So. We're looking out for a 40k GT one 2-day event or something that's happening. I know there's a big one that is happening in my state, but unfortunately it's just too close to go to. Nice. What are you trying to trick them into doing for you? Nice. So yeah, we're just slowly but surely getting our base coat done for the banner. So should hopefully have this. The stalk is done soon. Start work on the rest of my Nords. Already started working my Fenris, my Giant, my Urga. That's my Nords all done up for Conquest, which will be great. Look forward to having one of the armies I've got done. Just need to go get some basing material. I'll pick that up later in the week. Keen, I may have a game of 40k lined up against the new Custodes sometime soon as well, which would be pretty fun. Six. You cannot make Doom Wheels battle line, unfortunately. If you could, I'd have an army full of Doom Wheels. You can have 4 maximum because they are behemoths. Pretty sure they're behemoths. Behemoths are artillery. One of the way you can only have 4. If I was going to do a Skaven army for the event, it'll be mixed arms. No army I will take to that event. No army I'll take to that event will be spam of something. Even the Lumineth army I don't want to run central spam. I make enough complaints that I don't think armies always look like armies, so I will not contribute to that fact. Yeah, there's plenty of armies that can use behemoths as battle line. They generally lose the behemoth keyword to do so. think I missed a little bit of the sprue on this one. I'm going to have to shave that down. All right. Just wait, we'll get those base colours dry. While we do that, we can start work on the big lad. So we're going to need some Cadian flesh tone on the big boy. Mountain Jotnar, giant, whatever you want to call him. They really are cool, like the size of these. I love the 38mm scale. It's really, really cool. It is like, it's not too bad a culture shock going from Age of Sigmar, because like Age of Sigmar has models this big. But especially like from playing like Elder Scrolls, it is a big, big difference where Elder Scrolls is a true 28mm scale, and this is a heroic 38. It's all right, Nick. We'll have to when we get the Conquest painted up, we will have to get you round to play some games of Conquest with us as well. We're looking to get more people into Conquest with me. So many cool models though. Looking forward to picking up my 100 Kingdoms, which are like knights. You'll love the 100 Kingdoms, Nick. They are like old school knights, so we can totally do them up like Britannia. I'm a mix of like, yeah, I've had Forge World before in the past. I used to play Horus Heresy back when it first came out, so I've had plenty of like Horus Heresy Marines. I've also got the Gloomspike kits, Forge World kits. So I've got the Squig Gobbler and the Colossal Squig as well. And I'm done. Just so much model here. It's been a while since I painted anything this sort of size. Something this size. What was that? I guess my monsters from ogres, and that was like midway through last year, because like tree lords are much smaller than this. The cities of Sigma things are much smaller. Oh, Dust 1947. That sucks. It's a hard time being a miniatures game company. Like, there are so many like pumping out miniatures now, and so many at such a high quality. It's nice though. He's got like big blocky areas. So something I really enjoyed with the Conquest minis is they're cool minis, but they are not super overly detailed. Games Workshop minis look amazing, but they are so crammed with detail in so many kits. It's nice just to paint something that's got detail, but not over the top like Games Workshop. It's actually the same with painting like 40k and Age of Sigma. Age of Sigma is way over detailed. They look amazing, but there's so much detail in Age of Sigma miniatures. 40k by comparison, even an overly detailed 40k model is nothing compared to an Age of Sigma model. So it is nice just painting something like this. It's like a little breakup of painting Age of Sigma miniatures. Like, they look amazing. Make no mistake. That's not what I'm saying. There is a time you need to paint Age of Sigmar miniatures nowadays. What do you mean? What's the manner? What do you mean by that, Revan? And yeah, J-Mondo, there is a lot of detail. But, you know, the minis do look amazing. I mean, I've got shelves and shelves of Age of Sigmar minis painted in here. But it is... like, you can notice the difference between painting, like, my Karak Acolytes compared to painting my Cities of Sigmar army, which is old miniatures for fantasy. There's like, a time that goes into those minis. Domir, morning, mate. How are we? Lovely Sunday morning over there in the US, I hope. Notice we've had a stinker of a day over here. It's been, what, 32 today. It's 37, then 39, then 36 and 34 degrees Celsius. It is hot, hot, hot all week. I think we don't have a day. We have like 31 on Thursday. I unfortunately was stuck in the kitchen today, and it was not fun. Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, J-Mondo's like, 1 degree here in the UK. I'm not sure what I hate more. There's a thing, though, like, there's a thing we say over here in Australia. Like, for an Australian, I prefer the cold. I would rather it be cold because I can rug up, I can turn my heater on, and it's fine. There's only so many clothes you can take off before it becomes illegal to go out in public on a hot day. And so, Revan, yeah, like considerate things. Like, I think, like a 40k tournament, any Warhammer event, how you would go out to any public place is how you should apply there. Like, a respectable attitude to you and your opponent. Yeah, and like that's you got to understand over here in Australia, especially where I'm from in South Australia. When it's hot, it's dry hot. We are the driest state in the driest country in the world. It's just like a hot, and the wind burns you. Like, you can go for a walk out to, like, down to your local shops, 5-minute walk, and you'll be sunburned because of how, like, just heated and hot, just like hot it is. They say living in Australian summer is like living in a desert. I used to live next door to a family that came from the Middle East, and they lived in like a city that's in the middle of a desert. Lovely folks. And they were just like, during like their first summer here, when I lived next door to them, the dad was just like, I don't get how hot it is over here. People say it's hot, and you know, where they came from, they're like, oh, we thought like it would be nothing because like the heat to us is, you know, they mentioned, but like it's just dry. There's no wind. It's just boiling all the time, every time. But what are we all working on today? Anyway, everyone who's just popped in, what are you working on hobby-wise at the moment? Got that conquest built yet, Domir? I'm totally going to trick Nick into playing another game. I've made this my goal now. Every time I start playing a game, I'm going to convince Nick that he needs to play it too. But then again, I have 3 conquest armies at the moment, so he can just come over and borrow one of mine. So at least it's lighter in his bank account this way. And his wife does not murder him. Oh, nice. Yeah, if you haven't seen it already, I put up a poll for what I'm going to take to SAGT. So, 5 army projects I've got sitting there for Age of Sigmar that need to get done, and so I put them up on the poll. And I have my first one day leading up to SAGT this weekend, so... Whoever wins will take out for a ride this Saturday and put some things on the table. Play some games. I got quite a few Age of Sigmar games lined up this week, so we should see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 5 odd battle reports up for Age of Sigmar over the next couple of weeks. I'm painting his butt. So what did I put in the poll? I put in the poll it has 3 elf armies because of course it does. I love elves. So it's got Lumineth, Sylvaneth, and Daughters, and then KO and Skaven. All those armies need to get painted up for the channel. I have armies just sitting there waiting to get painted up, and so. Probably the only one I won't be able to take to an event this weekend would be Sylvaneth, just because I need to buy trees. Let's have a look. What's winning on the poll? Go check. Skaven are currently winning. Daughters are the least popular option on my poll so far. So we've got Skaven at 33% of the 5 army vote. Currently planning my paint schemes and basically for the next 4 40k armies. I mean, dude, that's me. I've got 3 conquest armies that are getting done at the moment. I will never judge anyone on having multiple armies. I've got 3 conquest armies on the go, and then it will be IDK and Fire Slayers needing to get done for the release of those battle tomes. I've got 40k stuff that needs to get done. I've got more Elder Scrolls minis. I'm drowning in minis. But look, the more people have started supporting the channel, I've got some fantastic people who do YouTube members and Patreon. Everyone who watches the channel jumps on a hobby hangout and whatever. You guys are helping me continue to do more. Like I can actually spend full days doing this because you guys are helping that much. And the more I'm able to do to get this done, the more I'm able to show everyone else on the channel, which is the best part about it all. I'm happy that I'm able to. Yeah, like they've announced that those 2 are coming, so we know we're getting them. You got to remember how like populous Order is in the edition, like in the game. Like it makes up half the factions. So you always have Order battle tomes coming. I'm happy to see IDK getting a battle tome. They are at currently only. Well, they're at current a 1.0 battle tome. They're a 1st edition battle tome. They never got a battle tome in 2nd edition ever. And Fire Slayers do need the help. While I think Fire Slayers maybe need some new minis, I don't think they're going to get them, which is unfortunate. But I've almost got like a whole Star collecting box like painted up there of Fire Slayers. I just got to finish that off, and one of my mates is doing me a deal on some Fire Slayers for cheap. So I just need to grab the terrain piece for them. But that'll be fun. So Aim is to get a small force of the Fire Slayers and IDK done up when that battle tome drops. Oh, nice. Hobbiton, hello. And you're sitting there painting Fire Slayers as I'm talking about. I need to get some painted into it. I'm looking forward to a new Fire Slayer battle tome. I like that, John. That's got a good ring to it. It's a pile of potential. That is what you need to remember. That is totally trademarked and copyrighted by Kerry of the Hobby Room. But it is too true. Not a pile of shame. It is a pile of potential. It is how you outlook on these things. So yeah, once I've got the Nords done, I'll be getting my 100 Kingdoms sorted. We may Spires will get done as well. Spires are just last, just because I have another couple of boxes coming to like finish off some units in there. The starter set doesn't give you command groups, so I ordered this little box set that gave me a command group for my 4 and drones. So I'll have that. I think you'll be fine with Fire Slayers. I think. And on my wall of all things. On my wall. Yuck. I think the Fire Slayers tome will be fine. Stormcast tome at first might seem a bit dull, but I think once you start playing a few games with it, it's got quite a bit of depth to it. I don't think you'll lose Thring at all. I think Thring will stay. I think more and more, like seeing the Fire Slayers get that box set, I don't think we're going to see Fire Slayers that dual book. I think that was a load of Cobb's Wallet. Nothing else on that rumor set seems to be coming true, so. I don't know whether I actually want to see the Dwarves United book, to be honest. I would rather see all the dwarves get their own love. Like, elves have their individual books. Let's get dwarves their individual books that are nice and flavourful. I would say at this point, probably 60-40, it's correct. Revan, like, those rumors to call a Fire Slayer and IDK dual box is not something you just pick out of a hat. Like, you know, it's not like going, oh, it's going to be Slaanesh versus Lumineth. That's, you know, or like Dawn Elves versus Lumineth. It's not a straightforward guess. Like, it's a weird out there guess. And weird thing to make up. So, yeah, I don't know how much truth there is to that. I'd be really keen to see some Chaos Dwarves make it to Age of Sigma. Their aesthetic would be really cool. Don't forget, guys, if you are watching as well, to drop a like on the video. It helps everyone find the video, come hang out, come chat. And also, if you're a YouTube member, you get the cool little emojis that our YouTube members get access to. Of which, thanks to there's some more people joining, we're going to get some more emojis in the near future as well for the channel. Yeah, like it started with the Black Templars rumors. I've got both of them up on the channel. For anyone who doesn't know what rumors I'm talking about, check out the latest 40k and Age of Sigmar rumor vids I've done. And so, yeah, it's pretty bang on. The Eldar one seems pretty accurate. I guess like we'll see those 40k ones. There'll be proof in the pudding over how much the Eldar is right. Hey, Kev. Hello, mate. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Nice to see you pop in. I would love to see a full Chaos Dwarf army. Thanks, Kev. We had a nice solid day. Like, there's not much. We didn't go out too far. I don't like going to the city at the moment. We've got COVID cases absolutely everywhere where I am. And so I just prefer to stay home a little bit. So we just went to the pub that's literally like just across the road from my house. It was nice. It was not too packed. So we had some schnitties and some dessert. Had a eaten mess. Dessert was lovely. But yeah, no, anniversary was really good. Thank you very much, mate. And, it's been an interesting 2 years. Like, we're so lucky we got married when we did. Like, we chose to get married. So we got married 2 years ago. 6th of January was our anniversary. That was 2 years together. We're so lucky we did because, like, you know, what, a month and a half later, the world went into complete shutdown and people postponed weddings for like a year, and some people still haven't had those weddings. Like, it's just, yeah, we are super lucky we got married when we did. You know, wait another month and like another 2 months, wouldn't have happened. You might not be married. And thanks, J Mondo. Got to base Cody's feet. It's really nice. We have like a nice little anniversary story as well. So we got married on the first weekend of the year, and my parents did as well. So theirs is on the 8th, and ours is on the 1st. Ours is on the 6th. But it's the same Saturday of the year. So nice little bit of like family connection there for me. Leave him, do a little bit of dry brushing on these Fenrir. So use some rust grey. Sounds good, mate. It's been a solid 2 years of. It's been, look, if we have made it through these past 2 years, I think we got this. Nice. Got a Bellicor. Thanks, Revan. So we're just slowly making our way through all these guys. Fenrir is done, and then I've got to get some rust grey on his foot trappings. I missed them completely. Pardon me. as the finger is dry brushed, we can get back to working on the yacht now. Actually, before we work on the yacht now, we may actually put down some other colours on this so I can wash this and actually finish this. So, some Xandry dust required. Finish up this unit of stalkers. Cool. Molly Malao, hello, mate. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Nice. That's always nice. I mean, that's how I have an Empire Warhammer Fantasy army, is I just looked in my cupboard of shame and found a whole Empire Knight army. I hope they update Beastmen too. And look, there's rumors saying they may get rolled into slaves, and I'm not entirely against the idea if they roll them in and we get a book much like the Auric War Clans. That'd be a really cool thing for Beasts, like, so you can have Beasts. Not one of those stupid bots that thinks they can post links in my Discord, in my chat. Get them, Nick. If you're there. If not, I'll deal with it. Seriously, these bots are stupid. You can't post links in a YouTube chat bot. That's not how it works. Only I can. Yeah, like the old run with Chaos. So you would have Beast. I mean, and you can make Legion of the First Prince, demons, they're actual things. So you have Beasts, demons, mortals as 3 individual allegiances, much like how we have Bone Splitters, Cruel Boys, Iron Jaws. And then you have a Grand Alliance of Chaos, a Grand Host of Chaos army as well. I think that would actually be really cool. You can get rid of these coalition rules out of Slaves to Darkness. They don't need them. That way, coalition is only there for bringing in. Now, if they updated beasts and roll them into slaves like that, I don't think it would be a bad thing. Good job, Nick. Um, yeah, Molly, more conquest. So we just about to finish the Stalkers up to tabletop ready. Just going to get base. I'll go grab some Valhalla and Blizzard later in the week. I'm just going to do snow bases. Nords, snow bases goes hand in hand. I've started the Jotnar, and I'm working on my Fenrir as well. And then I've just got my 3 Urga, these cool dudes, and then my Blooded lead, and that'll be enough to play like First Blood, which would be pretty cool. Actually, should work out how much it is to how many points of these guys I actually have for First Blood. Yeah, but Helm Blizzard is really good. I really enjoy it. I did my ogres. If you've seen them on the channel, there. So I like giving snow different textures. So I use our Helm Blizzard as the base. I generally put like some slate rocks in there as well. So you put down some slate and some rock, gives you a nice dark stone. And then use the snow flock on top because that looks like wet snow, while the Valhalla Blizzard looks like set snow underneath. So you have set snow, you can put wet snow on top and some rocks. Yeah, so the snow flock looks much more like wet snow. Reality clan molder. I can promise you it won't be a full clan molder list that's Skaven if I do them. However, I can guarantee I will have at least Rat Ogres and a Help It in the list because I love those minis. So if I was to do 2,000 points to Skaven, it will probably have some Storm Vermin, Rat Ogres, and a Help Hit, probably Screaming Bell, Clan Rats, and maybe some weapon teams. Will probably be my list if I do Skaven. Something around there. Maybe some Storm Fiends as well if I can. Well played, Molly. Well played. Yeah, I don't want to do full model though. Like if I do a Skaven army, I want to do mixed Skaven. Maybe even include an assassin in my list just because I can. I'll post your troll army. Is that in Discord? Oh, comments on the poll. I thought you meant an actual like a Troggoth army, but no. That's brilliant. I love it. Skaven do look like they're taking a clear lead. Lumineth look like the next favorite, and they're like, what, 12% behind? So that'll stay up until Friday, and then Friday I'll decide what I'm going to take to the event. Then I'm going to on this weekend because I've got a one-dayer. So I'll take an army and try something out then. I like finishing the games. I like providing a good experience to my opponents at an event reality. So it's gonna have to be a no on that list. I do have enough storm fiends and like stuff like that. I could totally do an all Scryer army, but I think like because I want it to be like a hobby project and something I can be really happy with at the end. I do think I'm going to go for like a mixed arms army just because I think it'll look cooler. It could be. I would totally just go find like some. Sure, you could find cheap 3D printed rats for like dirt cheap. Thank you very much, Reality. You stay safe and stay well as well, mate, and keep on fighting your own war against the Grey. I will chat to you again sometime soon. Thank you for stopping by, though. I'm actually really excited to I hope Skaven do win that poll. The more I see people voting on it, the more I want to do it. So for those who don't know, Skaven were my very first Warhammer Fantasy Battle Army back in the day. So Wood Elves were my first models, Skaven were my first army, if that makes sense. When I originally got into Warhammer, Warhammer Fantasy, Wood Elves were between books. They hadn't had their 5th edition release yet, and their old book was no longer on the shelves. They had some models available from Games Workshop, but they didn't have a book in the store anymore. And so I picked up some Dryads originally for my Wood Elves, and then picked up some other models here and there, but there was no army, so I sort of just put them away. So I'm like, well, I need a book. And so I went and picked Skaven up. And picked up some clan rats. Rattling gun was what sold me on Skaven, and so this Skaven army will definitely include a rattling gun. In fact, you know what? Let's give me a sec. I can work something out here. Let's have a bit of fun. Let's see what I can do. Give me a sec, everyone. I'm going to have a bit of fun on the channel. Alright, so this should be working. You should see that War Scroll Builder come up now. Yay! Alrighty. Let's have a look and let's see what sort of Skaven list could we build while I just wait for a couple of paints to dry. So, yeah, select Allegiance, Skaven Tide, select Faction, Skaven Tide. Nice, that would be amazing. I love Leman Russ tank armies. So, right, we'll go. We need a Grace here on Screaming Bell because we're playing Skaven. We need a Claw Lord, an Arch Warlock, and we need a Master Molder because I'm going to be taking Beasties. Out of unit, we need 60 Clan Rats. How many points are we at? We're over 1,000 already. Okay. We then need... So we might delete one unit of Clan Rats, add Storm Vermin, up them to 20. And then we'll add Rattling Guns, because Rattling Guns are cool. 1250, okay, we can do this. Add a unit. Add some Rat Ogres. I think that's going to be all my reinforcements if I go to 6. Oh wait, Rat Ogres can't go to 6 because they're not battle line. So Rat Ogres have to go to 4. Add a unit. Behemoth, we need a Help Hit because I love the Help Hit model. 1680, nice. And artillery. Put a Warp Lightning Cannon in the army. I think we go with that third lot of 20 Clan Rats. We've got 60 planets in the army, and that's 1995. So it's Screaming Bell, Claw Lord, Arch Warlock, Master Molder. Claret. Yeah, Rattling Gun, Storm Vermin, Rat Ogres, Hell Pit, and a Cannon. It's pretty cool. Skimming. Yeah, so the Rattling Guns can hide in the thing. I think this is looking what we might do. I like that. Alrighty. We'll go back to my thing and we'll stop the screen share. Had a little bit of fun. Looks fun. I'm pretty happy with it. Like, I can see myself running that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, actually. And those Rat Ogres will get the cool Rat Ogre rules as well. So they'll be... I generally go the wounds. The wounds are really good on them, because then they count as 2 models. So that's 8 models on an objective. And I like clan rats in 20-man units because that just allows them to move around the table better and for better board control. What, lightning cannon and just sort of... Yeah, that's an option. Maybe I drop the claw. No, you need the claw lord in there. No worries, Molly. Have a good time, mate. Night for me, mate. Night, morning. Would like in that Skaven army to be able to have like every clan represented. If you haven't seen my Skaven scheme, I have white furred Skaven, cream cloth, and blue highlighted armor. So that army project will take me a little while to do. It'll be fun. It'll be worth it to have a really cool looking Skaven army. Witch flesh. Get this big tree trunk done. Yeah. Maybe I'll drop that. Rumors are they're not getting a tome until next year, and it will be with models. With Skaven, I'm okay with no new units. I'd like updated units, is what I want. And like, not a lot needs updating, to be honest. I don't think it's mostly like Night Runners, like Eshin in general needs an update. While I would like Plague Monk updates, I think they're fine for now. They're definitely not on my top list. I think Radagers and definitely more important. Yeah, see, I'm lucky with Master Molder. I will just use the. I've got the Island of Blood Packmasters, the one with the Things Catcher that totally looks like is a Master Molder. Yeah. Just literally repackage it all as a Star collecting box and bam, done. Like, that's literally what I would do is just go, Star collecting box, here we go. Sort of Domain. Those 40k models are not the ones that were released. They are sort of the ones that were released. It's not the entire Star collecting box there. will say I like these brushes I got, by the way, for Christmas. The Broken Toad brushes, really nice. I love the weight to them. I like how the bristles work. They're really, really nice brushes. Big fan. Are there any units in AOS or 40k, hero character or not, that you want to see a named, unique version of? I actually really like what they've been doing with a lot of the box sets for armies last year. Now I'm trying to think of a couple that they did it with. You've obviously got the Lumineth one, the Lord Regent and Lyrior. I really like that. And you've got obviously like the Tree Lord. No, we've got other kits as well. I'm trying to remember. There's a couple. And things like Neath Black Talon and the Knight Zephyros is the same. I'm trying to think. There's a couple of others that have done it too as well. Bloody ants. I like how they do that. The dual box that is able to be built as a named character and a regular character. They also did it with Avalanor and the Stoneheart King. They've done it with a lot of Lumineth kits. It's actually really cool. I would like to see that continue on. And Tauralon is who I was thinking of for Stormcast. You have the Tauralon, the normal dude on Tauralon, and then Ventus Firestrike as well in the same kit. I really, really like that idea of doing those. It just, for a few bits, it adds a whole nother war scroll for like just a couple of bits. And Soulblight Gravelord's got the same thing with the Vengorian Lord and then Luke of Ire. Same kit. Yeah. No, I really, really like that. Every time they bring out a plastic hero that's like that, I would be completely okay with every single one getting a named character variant as well. As long as they split them up amongst, the sub-factions and don't do a Stormcast or a Lumineth, or do all the same sub-faction. But yeah, I really like that idea that they went with those, and I would like to see that continue. with that first layer. Let's dry it. Let's get some washer down on this bad boy. Yeah, I do miss Quake. Oh, nice. Yeah, I haven't read that in a while. Really should get back onto reading that. I think it's sitting on my shelf. Some empty aggregates. I think there's some full one over here. It is past midnight, so we're going to slap the washer on this, and then we're going to call it a night. So you mean like being one of the guys going against the main character? I would not want to be anything in Warhammer. I'm a true believer of what would you want to be in a Warhammer world? Dead. Especially 40k. I would just wipe my existence from the thing. Can you put me in like a erasive machine that wipes my existence completely? I have no soul. I never want to be in a 40k universe ever. There's my answer. I would never want to be in a Warhammer world. I wouldn't want to be Leon. Not of what happens to him in the end. You think you. He gets killed by the Glockin in the end, well, poisoned. Adrian, hello. No. No, Leon Leco, he didn't come back. With that, though, I'm going to leave it there for the night. It's midnight. I got stuff to do tomorrow. Thank you all for coming, watching, and hanging out and chatting tonight. It's been great. We'll have another hobby hangout probably tomorrow night. But that is the Stalkers finished, pretty much. A couple of little things to do on them, but they're tabletop ready, so that's one thing down for the army. Jotnar and the Fenrir Beast Pack should be done tomorrow, hopefully. And then we'll get the Urga and the character done. And then I've got this dude. He's like a unit upgrade. I'm not sure what to do with him. But we'll have a look. So thank you all for watching, everyone. Stay safe, stay well. And most of all, keep fighting that war against the Grey. Ciao for now.